Hello Lamb is a cultural exchange program involving emerging artists from Auckland and Tokyo. The exhibition was first held in Tokyo in May this year and is now on show in Auckland. Bharat has that story.
It all began a couple of years ago when a group of multidisciplinary artists were doing their postgraduate studies at Auckland's Elam School of Fine Arts. From an idea initiated by one of the students, Bridie Rood, the Hello Lamb project was born, creating a cross-cultural art project reflecting the exchange between artists from New Zealand and Japan.
Hello Lamb, the idea came from Hello Kitty, which is a fun, cute thing which we all think of as being associated with Japanese culture. It's very iconic. And here in New Zealand, I have this idea that the Japanese like the lambs and the sheep, so we thought we'd be Hello Lamb and we'd export our ideas. So the project is a little bit about exporting ideas across cultures and shifting borders and changing habitats.
Well, one of the reasons I was keen to be part of the Hello Lamb project was because, like Bridie, I'm married to a man of Japanese descent. So I had a kind of ulterior motive for getting to Tokyo for the first time, and I'm really curious to learn more about Japanese culture and to perhaps reflect some of that in my art practice.
The project was first shown at the Gesai Museum Emerging Arts Fair in Tokyo in May.
There was 4 New Zealand artists that travelled to Tokyo with funding from NZJEP, the New Zealand-Japan Exchange Program.
My works is about my perspectives that Japanese living in New Zealand and how I reference in Japanese culture is almost like I'm pretending to be a New Zealander, never been to Japan.
Lucky Cats is a feature in one of Ruzo's artworks.
I think myself into the cat sometimes because my cats kind of leave my home, but they just come home to eat. He always traveling around, go to other places, and that's what I'm do. I mean, living in New Zealand as Japanese, and I went to other countries as well. And I still feel that kind of having a confusion that this is my home, because I have baby here and my wife here, and I've been here for 11 years, but still don't feel like I'm kind of living outside and still looking for the home.
Another of Ruzo's works resembles a bonsai plant featuring plastic soldiers at war.
Many times people talk about the World War II, how we all used to be enemies, and yeah. But every time I kind of want to say something about our perspective of how we see the how World War II started, sort of things, but it's quite difficult for us because of the history of shameness.
Bridie's work features Hello Kitty money boxes, Play-Doh, and power shells.
Power is something that people think of as being very New Zealand. We think of it as being a New Zealand thing. It's quite iconic, much like the kitties. So the dough is kind of the thing that sticks them together. So I sort of played around with the hairdos of the kitties and created quite elaborate sort of dodo, power, Hello Kitty pieces.
I basically created my own version of some ancient Japanese pottery, particularly from the Jomon period, which is thousands of years old, and I was really attracted to the way the pottery looked, and I've been interested in pottery for a while, so it was a natural way for me to go.
For a visiting artist from Japan, discarded plastic umbrellas was the medium of choice.
Walking around Tokyo after the rain, I'm finding umbrellas everywhere. People discard them and leave them in places, and my eyes pick them up. I see them as if they were flowers. When I was a boy, I used to see flowers. When I was younger and a child, I used to look at the flowers at this time, and now I see the umbrellas. And I'm interested in this place between the flowers and the umbrellas.
Hello Lamb is exhibiting at the Room 103 Gallery in Achilles' house on the corner of Custom and Commerce Streets in downtown Auckland until September the 27th. It will exhibit in Dunedin in January next year. Check this website for details.